Hi, this is Shu with a review of the Anta gh3, the third Gordon Hayward signature. Disregard the player because the shoe is pretty good. The second one, the GH2, actually had some awesome traction. This traction just was extremely dustproof. I could wear it in the dustiest of courts where everyone would be slipping rather, and this really, fit the flow like glue. This is as good, if not better, than the Crazy Quick, if you remember that crazy traction it had. But unfortunately, the third one, the outsole pattern, as you can tell, is kind of bland. Is ordinary looking herringbone and some nodules, so it's not as dust resistant. I mean, it is fairly good on a clean court. It's definitely a killer, but on a super dusty court, it's not as crazy impressive as the GH3. In fact, yeah, it is pretty dust sensitive. For a size 10, it weighs about 430 grams. Not too heavy, not too light, but it doesn't feel that crazy bulky or heavy, so that's a good thing. First of all, you'll see this shark fin-like heel counter. It's good. Some people might feel some heel slippage, even though there's plenty of padding. Depending on the shape of your heel, you might. I'm not too sure. My heel isn't crazy big, but depending on your feet, you might feel some discomfort or some insecurity there. I think the first thing you'll notice is the strap. What it does is it's sort of like Reebok pump. You pump it up and it just feels the tongue a little bit after you lace it down, but you don't feel it as you wear it and play around in it. So yeah, this pulls down the tongue a little bit. You'll see the tongue coming down a little bit, right? But for what? We don't need that. I lace the shoe down and it will just go down there anyway. Why would I need another strap? This is just a unnecessary added baggage. Get rid of it if you want to. So the impressive thing about this shoe, another thing is that the foam, they've been using this A-flash foam, which is sort of like a cloud foam or bounce foam, but a little bit more fluffy. Boost like bounce foam, I suppose you could call it. And I love the A-flash foam, the way they use it in the past in the KTs and the previous GH2. But the thing is, the heel, I could definitely feel it working. It was good. But on the forefoot, it felt non-existent. So that was my problem. In this one, they've actually added a special cushioning. It's, as you can tell, can you tell? It's a very familiar styrofoam-like thing. It's boost-like material there. It's added on the forefoot. And they did so without sacrificing the heel to toe drop. So that is good. But, it's better than the GH2 or most other A-flash foam forefoot where you don't feel much of a cushioning on the forefoot. But for this, definitely, it's like, compare it to other Boost basketball shoes, whether it's full length or, boost in the heel and the forefoot, you don't feel the boost in the forefoot as much as the heel. This one, you feel a little bit more of the give, the compression and cushioning than those kind of boost cushioning on the forefoot. So the cushioning is, I would say, very good. The fit, I would say you at least have to go up half a size. It can be quite narrow, and especially when you have this TPU all over the lateral side. So the toe box area, there's a bit of a space here, but not as crazy a dead space where it would make me want to throw this shoe and step on it. So it's okay. So yeah, at least go up half a size or even a full size. I went up a full size, and I feel that was a right fit for me. The tongue material everywhere, the padding is very good. The problem I have with, well, not a problem, but a disappointment I had was, see, the base is pretty wide, so this should provide adequate stability, anti-ankle rollover protection. But what they did is, like, this plate here, what it does is it kind of like can hurt your toes if you're moving or the fit isn't like really right for you. So they should not have had this in the first place, especially if this isn't going to cover the side where an outrigger would be. So this is compressible, soft foam here exposed. So what happens is when you're rolling your ankle, there's this compression here. So what the hell? So it defeats the purpose of having a plastic, guardrail there. Just add a lot of weight. Add a weight. Just get rid of them. Yeah, just keep it simple like what you did with the GH2s. Design was also better for that one as well. The price point, they're always on sale depending on the colorway. You can get them for under $100. Definitely a steal because I think the retail price was a lot more higher than that. And also the thing about Chinese anta shoe is that the price fluctuates without you knowing. Sometimes it's like up, sometimes it's down. You never know. Also, depending on the color, it's a multitude of tutti frutti level of price points. But yeah, gh3, the best anta cushioning setup so far. Outsole a bit disappointing, not as good as gh2, so that's, yeah, unfortunate. Design wise, yeah, it's simple. Okay, just don't add these extra weight and just make the base wide and just put a little outrigger there. Keep it simple, people.